What's going on, guys? I'm Lakota from MYR Mediums, and this may just be my last video of all time under the name MYR Mediums. Well, I guess if I'm changing the name, I'm gonna have to animate a new intro, which is lame because I liked that. But it must be done. Why, you ask? Well, I started this channel many moons ago with my cousin Luke, and to everyone's surprise, once the channel started kind of taking off, Luke decided to go on an expedition in Canada for seemingly no reason at all. He had no survival skills and was quickly killed by a pack of wolves. Luckily, a large female Bigfoot found him and revived him with magic. They were married in June, and no one has heard from him since. Now, Luke and I chose the brand name MYR Mediums because MYR is our last name, shortened, Meyer, MYR, and then mediums, as in art mediums. Unfortunately, that causes some confusion because when people stumble upon the channel, they have no idea that it has anything to do with art. As a matter of fact, if you type in and search for my channel, MYR Mediums, you will find my videos, but they are mixed in with a bunch of seance and John Edwards type videos because mediums, as in spirit mediums. Anyway, there's no reason for me to keep that brand name since we're not working together anymore, and one of my other art friends finally talked me into changing it. So, starting next year, my channel will have a new name. What will that name be? Hopefully just my name, but I am also considering the channel formerly known as MYR Mediums. And other news, I wanted to do one last video before the holidays. That's right, I'm taking off for the holidays. I have come to the conclusion that the holiday time is time to be spent with your loved ones, and although I love you all very much, none of you have ever cooked me a turkey, kissed me under the mistletoe, or given me a present. I just feel like this is a pretty one-sided relationship. That's all I'm saying. But that's not the only reason. I'm also buckling down on some projects that I've been wanting to get finished, and I took off social media so that I could do that. I just don't want any distractions. My book is 98% done, and I want to get it finished so it can be out next year. I said that last year, only I was more like 80% done. I probably told you it was 98% done. That was a lie. My wife and I are going to be trying our hand at making children's books for Kindle. I'm going to be doing some stuff to enhance this channel for whenever I come back. And there's a possibility of a second channel that has absolutely nothing to do with this channel. More on that next year. I'm loading myself up with quite a bit of work, and I don't want to be putting half-ass content out on YouTube because I'm focusing hard on other things. So, break I shall until probably the beginning of next year. Hopefully. I'm assuming I'll be back in like January.
Unless I spiral into a terrible seasonal depression.
Let's hope that doesn't happen. And since I'm not going to be on social media for a while either, I wanted to share some of my artist friends with you so that you can go and follow and be entertained by them, because I will be failing to do so in every way possible once this video uploads. Let's hope I'm less of a disappointment when I return. That's my morning mantra every morning I leave for work. A while back, I teamed up with some incredible digital artists to do some collaborations for my channel. My intention was to share one collab at the end of each video over the course of a month or so, but I suck at organizing my life, and that led me to sharing 2 collaborations in one video like 3 or 4 months ago. I am a terrible friend. So I've already shown you the work that I did with the incredible Addie Kid and Nicholas Caesar. Here's a link. So now let me introduce you to these 3 wonderful creatives. First artist is Cynthia Cooper, or Lifelong Brain Freeze on the socials. I've known Cynthia for more than a handful of years now. We actually used to work retail together back in the olden days before things like cell phones, mumble rap, and corduroy pants. Cynthia works mostly with paints these days, but I was able to force her into agreeing to do a digital collaboration with me via a cleverly worded contract that essentially promised her nothing but legally bound her to cooperate with me. As I said, Cynthia goes by Lifelong Brain Freeze on TikTok and Instagram, and there is a reason for that. We explored the themes of that reason in our collaboration. Cynthia lives with a condition called HM, or hemiplegic migraines. She uses her socials to show off her artwork, but also to bring awareness to the condition, which at the moment really has no cure and can be crippling, literally. In her case, and I'm assuming most cases, which are rare, when the migraines come on, they present as stroke-like symptoms to the point of losing mobility. And whenever I say rare, I don't mean like rare for her or people suffer. It's just a rare condition. She said that the representation here is about correct. It's like a monster that bites on, starts chewing, and refuses to let go until it decides that it's done. Although the condition is terrible, it's uplifting to see her so positive as she spreads the word about this rare disease, and I am so happy that she took the time out of her schedule to work on this collaboration with me. The next artist that I had the pleasure of swindling into working with me is Johnny Quid, co-owner of the company Two Odd Ravens with his wife Andrea, and a fine couple they are, I might add. Look at them! Tell me that's not a power couple. And they are using their powers to empower other creatives and businesses by offering up photography, digital illustration, and graphic design services to make your brand pop. They didn't even pay me to say that. Maybe I know how to make your business brand pop as well, with sweet poetic words that drip like honey into the ears of the consumer. Anyway, Johnny likes clowns, so we did clown stuff. Johnny's always been a great guy with great taste in film and music, mostly. He likes Tool. And he has always been extremely supportive of other artists on the internet, which will always make him a good guy in my book. I think his brand of digital illustration would be right at home on Adult Swim. There's just a certain charm about it that says, I demand to be viewed by stoners getting off work from Jack in the Box at 1 a.m., but also college kids with terrible caffeine addictions and or insomnia. I say that, but this is really only one flavor of his work, which you can find more of at creativeravens.net. There will be a link down below where you can see Johnny and Andrea's portfolios, and I highly recommend that you do that. Last and certainly not least is the artist Janna Marie Pickle Chips, who goes by Indie Janna Jones on Instagram. Do you enjoy cute? Do you enjoy the moderately disturbing? Do you enjoy combining them into a Disney-esque style that you want to simultaneously cuddle and cringe away from? Then you will love Janna's work. This is honestly one of my favorite pieces that I ever collabed on, just because I love the juxtaposition, the juxtaposition of cute and cuddly and disturbingly gross. It's always been one of my favorite combos, as with many people. Obviously, if it hadn't been popular, the lowbrow art movement would have collapsed decades ago. Janna does good work and it looks great on clothes, and I especially love the 3D cutouts and jewelry that she makes, all of which can be found on her Big Cartel site, which I will link below. Christmas is coming up, people, and by supporting a living artist, by buying art from them, you too could cut down on the amount of exposure that these artists are exposed to. There is only one cure for artist exposure, and it's money. Cynthia, Johnny, Janna, thank you so much for working with me. I appreciate you all very much. You are all amazing artists. Addie and Nick Caesar, you guys too. If you're watching this, I highly recommend that you check out all of these guys. Shut up, phone. You're supposed to be silent. Let's try that again. If you guys are watching this, I highly recommend that you go and check these guys out. They are fantastic artists, and they are very well priced artists, which is important. Again, Christmas is coming. And guys, that's going to do it for not only this video, but for my channel for the rest of the year. Possibly. I may upload some short videos if something interesting happens or I really have something that I need to talk about. But to be safe, I'm calling this it until 2022. And remember, whenever I come back, I will have a new name. Exciting! I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season. God bless you, and I'll see you around. So long, I'll see you again unless I don't, in which case that sucks. That's life. And you say, oh shucks. Sometimes you get too busy to do the things you like, for likes and comments too, to stay relatively up in the algorithm. Goo goo goo. you. I'll see you guys next year.